Woman in Love is a 1969 British romantic drama film directed by Ken Russell and starring Alan Bates, Oliver Reed, Glenda Jackson, and Jenny Linden. The film is set in the Midlands mining town of Beldover around 1920. On their way to the wedding of Laura Church, daughter of the town's wealthy mine owner, Thomas Critch, to Tibby Limpton, a Navy officer, two sisters, Ursula and Gurdon Brangwen, contemplate marriage. Each sister is enthralled by a different member of the wedding party at the village church. Gudrun by Laura's brother, Gerald, and Ursula by Gerald's best friend, Rupert Birkin. Rupert is a school inspector, and Ursula recalls his visit to her classroom when he interrupted her botany instructions to discuss the sexual nature of the catkin. The four are subsequently reunited at the home party hosted by Hermione Rhodes, a wealthy woman whose marriage to Rupert is on the rocks. When Hermione creates a dance in the style of the Russian ballet as entertainment for her guests, Rupert becomes angry with her pretenses and directs the pianist to play some ragtime. This enrages Hermione since it causes spontaneous dancing among the entire group. She walks away. Rupert staggers outside when she pursues her into the next room and smashes a glass paperweight against his head. He throws off his clothing and goes for a walk in the woods. Ursula and Gudrun later locate a hidden area during the creature's annual picnic to which the entire town is invited, and Gudrun dances in front of some highland cattle as Ursula sings I Am Forever, blowing bubbles. When Gerald and Rupert arrive, Gerald describes Gudrun's action as impossible and ludicrous, then declares his love for her. She responds, "That's one way of saying it." Ursula and Rupert leave to talk about death and love. In the woods, they make love. Laura and Tibby drown while swimming in the lake, and the day ends tragically. Rupert recommends Japanese style wrestling during one of Gerald and Rupert's debates. In the light of the fire, they strip and wrestle. Rupert appreciates their closeness and suggests that they promise to love each other, but Gerald is perplexed by Rupert's desire for an emotional as well as an emotional and physical union with a man. Gudrun and Gerald continue to see one another as Ursula and Rupert decide to marry. Gerald sneaks into the Bergwen house one evening, emotionally tired after his father's illness and death, to spend the night with Gudrun in her bed, then leaves at morning. Gerald offers that the four of them go to the Alps for Christmas after Ursula and Rupert marry. Gudrun frustrates Gerald with her interest in Loerk, a gay German sculptor, at their Alps inn. Gudrun, who is also an artist, is enthralled by Loerk's notion that savagery is required to make art. While Gerald becomes increasingly enraged and envious, Gudrun merely mocks him. Finally, he can no longer take it. After attempting to strangle her, he trudges off into the cold to commit suicide and die alone. Rupert and Ursula return to their cottage in England. Rupert grieves for his dead friend. As Ursula and Rupert discuss love, Ursula says there can be two kinds of love. He explains that she is enough for love of a woman, but there is another eternal love and bond for a man.